Hi guys, Mary Bauer, Diamond Coach and founder of The Tribe, and today I'm here to share with you guys some tips and tricks and questions you might have about recruiting top quality coaches to your organization. When you sign up as a Beachbody coach, you really have two different ways that you can look at this business. This can just kind of be something to hold you accountable, to maybe earn a little extra income on the side, to build relationships with people, and to help your friends and family and maybe people that you meet. Or you can say, hey, I see the potential in this. I want something that is a career, a full-time job that I can do in part-time hours, and I want to grow an organization of like-minded coaches that have a passion for helping other people and just really build a business and a brand for yourself. So today I'm here to talk to you about that second type of coach and how you can really add quality coaches to your network. How do you go about looking for these people? Where do you find them? How do you post about them? How do you talk to people about coaching? And how do you really build a team of people who are just like you? So let's get started. When I first started coaching, I figured all I needed to do was just add a bunch of coaches to my network. And as I found people who were interested in helping people and coaching, I started to find that I'd get a bunch of people that were great in the beginning and that really started to die off. We had a hard time staying connected, and it really was because I didn't have an idea of who my niche market was. I was getting, male coaches and, college kids that are just started out, or maybe moms or whatever, when I wasn't in a specific niche market myself. And I was bringing in everybody, and that was just too much. And I can tell you, if you want to do that, go for it. But I will tell you from experience that all of the coaches that I started with in my first 3 years as a coach are gone, except for like one or two, because they were not in my niche market and I didn't know how to communicate with them. And I just wasted so much time training people who just really weren't focused and ready to go and didn't have the same mindset as I did. So I really suggest, first of all, is deciding who do you want on your team? What are the types of people? What are the characteristics of people that you like to work with? What is their personality like? What are their beliefs like? What are their work ethics like? Where are they at in their life journey right now? For me, a lot of it is stay-at-home moms in their late 20s to 30s that have kids. But the cool thing about our team, The Tribe, is we kind of are more of a mixture because of how I did start. And that's totally fine. You don't have to have the same specific niche market that I do, but whatever it is, you need to determine who you are and who you would like. If you had an ideal team of, 20, 30, 40, 50 coaches, who would they be like? And just really get that vision in your head. Because as you post on social media and as you talk and as you're you, those are the type of people you're going to attract. So you want to make sure that your voice comes across that way. So let's start with, I've got a little PowerPoint. So how do we get this process going? So first of all, it starts with you and your own personal fitness journey. And this is something you should be doing anyways to attract challengers to you. But it starts with you and your own personal fitness journey and what Beachbody has done for you in your fitness and nutrition. This is something that you need to be sharing on social media 1 to 2 times a week, every single week. I know that seems like a lot, but guys, if people are new to following you, they may never have seen your journey. People are online at different times of the day. People don't always get online every single day. Maybe you get 15 likes on a photo. Well, if you have 500 friends, that's a lot of people who didn't see your post. And it's about consistency, showing people that you are never done working on yourself. So maybe you don't share your transformation photo every single week. Maybe you share it every other week. Maybe you share some different aspect of your transformation every other week. Or every week, excuse me. But you're always sharing that you're doing your workouts, that you're drinking your Shakeology, that you're working on yourself, that you are struggling with things too. People need to see that you aren't perfect with things. But remember, just kind of treat every week as starting fresh, because there's people who missed it the week before, or there's people that are waiting to see if you are going to give up and quit, because maybe they've had people in their life quit before, or they've seen so many different, job opportunities like this out there before, or fitness things out like there before, and they just don't really think that this is something that's going to actually work for them. So being consistent is huge. Next thing is, what can you give? Let me move my PowerPoint here. Okay, so what can you give? This is giving on your social media every single day, sharing tips and tricks and motivation with people. But even more than that, as a coach, to attract coaches, is what can you give is your challenge groups. This is something to be consistent with every single month. If you are not being consistent with this, with your own personal coaches, Why would anybody else want to ever join you if they can't see that you're doing this every single month? So this is an example to your coaches, example to the people who might future join your team. This is something I do every single month. There are top coaches in this organization that quit running challenge groups when they get to this point that they want to be at. And I say never will I ever do that, because I joined Beachbody because I cared about the life change that happens on the challenge group level. This is where 80% of my coaches come from. And this is something that's important to be very consistent about every single month. You want your challenge groups to be quality. You don't want to just throw people in randomly and then hope that they all interact. You need to have a plan, and you want to care about these people. You need to check in with them, and you make sure to give them what you promise them. Because not only are they going to have results that you can share also, they're going to have life change, and they're going to say, you know what? This coach helped me so much. I can do the exact same thing. And you're giving them a model to follow, whether or not you notice that. Other things to think about when you are posting and sharing. Oh, actually, sorry, we're not quite there yet. Okay. You may not have great challenge groups right off the bat. That's totally fine. I will say that my first year, I really struggled. I had some groups that were awesome. I had some groups that I really struggled with. But it's the consistency over time. It's learning. It's saving your posts. It's pouring into our team page and asking for help from other people. And it will get better over time. Other things to be doing is making sure that you have a schedule of when you're going to share your challenge group posts. And this is something I'm going to talk about in our next video tomorrow, is how to actually plan out your month so that you have a strict and specific schedule, that you're not just like, oh, I think I'm going to run a challenge group next week, that you know what's going on. That consistency, again, is going to help people who want to sign up to coach under you, because they'll see that you're organized and they're going into something that they're not going to have to be afraid of not knowing what to do, because they see that you have a plan, so they know that you will be able to help them do the same thing. People are going to notice, she's getting results as you share your story. She's helping people. I want to get results, and I want to help people too. And so you're just planting that seed over time. Next thing to do is to leave clues about the coaching opportunity, what it's done for you, without actually doing an official coaching call out like, hey, who wants to join my team? So different things you might have. I've seen coaches say, hey, I just bought this patio furniture. So excited that I was able to do this. We never could afford to splurge on the little things, but thanks to coaching, I've been able to do this. Maybe you're going out to dinner for the first time and say, oh my gosh, I've been doing this Beachbody coaching thing for a few weeks now. And my family was actually able to go out to a nice dinner, something that we had to give up because of all the debt and all the stuff we had occurred before. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom now because you're a coach, or even you are a stay-at-home mom and you were before, but you're just thankful that you're able to continue to stay at home because you have a sick kid and you don't have to call into work. Maybe you get off a team call and you were super inspired, or you just listened to a national wake-up call, or another coach in your team has been a partner with you running a challenge group and you love the new friendships that you're building. Maybe you went to a super Saturday. Maybe you're overwhelmed and inspired by hearing the success of other challengers in your group who all, combined lost 50 pounds. I saw one of the coaches on our team last night shared a picture of her and her family and shared about how much she loves her family, and that she was so proud of them that combined they lost 100 pounds and that she got to be a part of that. And so that's really cool. Part of this is too, because sometimes people don't believe us. They see us posting about challenge groups and about coaching and how it changes our lives, but they just don't really believe us. So sharing the results of your challenge group, sharing the results of your challengers with their permission, and just sharing your story continued so they can actually see your results is something that's important to people. Once in a while, it's okay to even share a monetary post where you do it tactfully, and you can say something like, last month I earned $200. This month I'm 300% more. Whatever it is, that just shows people that you are growing, and you can do it in such a way that's not, in your face. So like here's it, for example, I have this post here. It says, coffee shop cuddles with my little lady in between business calls and messages. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I'd be running my own at-home business based around living a healthy lifestyle and helping others, traveling when I wanted, and setting hours around her schedule, I would have called you crazy. But guys, this lady is living the dream. I'll never understand why every fitness lover and stay-at-home mom doesn't do this. If you've ever wondered how this coaching thing works, do yourself a favor and check it out. I'll give you the full details and introduce you to our team. You'll find something you may never find something this good, or when you find something this good, you've got to share it. Comment below or inbox me if you want to learn more. Now, that's not an example of breadcrumbing. That's me like actually directly doing a call out, but I might use those similar words if I was doing a money post or something like that as well. So, okay, so what's next? You've shared your story, you've given, you've planted seeds. Now it's time to be more obvious, and just kind of like with our challenge groups. So the next thing is actually doing a post for inviting people to things. So we have different things that people can be invited to. A new coach sneak peek. So this was my a post that I did for our 1 hour coaching event. You might have different internships. So going through a Coach Basics, which is like our email training that we have as a team, and sometimes we do those live as a group. We might have, this is another coach that did now accepting applications, and you can have a post announcing, hey, I'm accepting new coaches to my team, and talk a little bit about it, sharing what you're going to give them. So kind of like my previous post that I had just shared, and really just sharing with them, hey, this is the opportunity. Now, I was listening to a call by Anita Myron, and she said the first 4 months that she did these kind of posts, she had crickets. Nobody did anything. But the thing is, that's getting you in front of people. It's creating consistency. It is letting them know what's going on, and this is a real thing. And over time, she said month 4, she had people start to come and talk to her because she's being consistent, and people who saw things 3 months ago are like, okay, this is legit. This isn't a weird random thing that you're putting together. Like, I'm watching this girl grow. For the last 3 months, I've been watching her post about her challenge groups. I've been watching about the transformation coaching has done in her life. And now she's inviting me for a 3rd time to be a part of this thing. I think I'm ready. But again, it's that consistency. And if you don't post every day, and if you stop, and if you quit, and if you get tired and you're like, oh, I just don't really want to post today, people notice that. They say, oh, she's not consistent. This really wasn't a legit thing. I don't want to get involved with that. So that's why we say to post 3 to 4 times a day on your social media and to be consistent with it. It's not just because you're trying to build your Facebook affinity. It's because you're showing that this is too legit to quit, that you are here, that you are not going to give up on these people who become your challengers or who become your coaches, but you are here to stay. And that you will be here to guide them through. People are afraid of doing things on their own, and if they see your consistency, they will follow through. Other few quick tips just to remind you is that as you're doing your posts and you're sharing things, make sure that they are your own face. Pinterest has great ideas, and other coaches have great wordings to get ideas from, but it needs to be your face, because people are going to come and join Beachbody because of you, and they're joining your team because of you. And if you start to take your face out of things, and if when people go to your newsfeed, they have to scroll down quite a bit on your wall to even find a picture of you, then you're kind of losing yourself in this, and you're taking yourself out of the picture, and that's what makes you special. Same thing for your challengers as well. So really think about that. So that's kind of the basics of that. The next video, we'll be talking about how to actually set a schedule. So when do you make what kind of posts? What time of the month do you do this? When are you actually doing your, okay, this is my week that I'm sharing a little bit about coaching and so on. But before you get to that video, just play with that a little bit today. Maybe play with scheduling out your week a little bit, when you're going to share challenge group results, when you're going to share a little bit about coaching and how it's changed your life, when you are going to check in with your team and see when is the next sneak peek into coaching and when you should be posting about that. But start thinking about how this can be a process. And I will let you guys know that all of this may seem overwhelming at first, but this is going to help take this 40-hour work week down to 20 hours, because you can become very efficient, and then it's just the same thing over and over again. And I know that may seem redundant, but if it works, it works. And that's our goal, is to create a system that works, that brings people in, that changes lives. So hopefully that helps. If you guys have questions, you can ask in the tribe or email me, marybowerfit@gmail.com. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.